Hi, and welcome to our daily magic pick a card. Today, this is a message that you've been waiting to hear. We had 5 cards, so make sure that you are present to either 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I even got one for myself up here. And then we're going to jump right into it. So again, feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel. There's tons more that I'd love to share with you. There's also a Facebook group for support in these matters. It's called Our Daily Magic, one word, and we've got tons of other things that I can share with you in there. Now let's get to the cards. Okay. So for those of you who have chosen pile number 1, there's actually 3 cards under here, and it has a little green aventurine crystal on top. I'll let you know what it says. Okay, so if you chose card pile number 1, this is letting you know that there are so many things that are just waiting to be released from inside of you. And what it's looking like right now is that you may be the kind of person that's a little hard on yourself. So what the cards are saying here is to make sure that you have compassion. And I'll read you what this says. It says, as you pray each day for greater compassion, a new self is born, drawing new people and experiences. Help me feel ever-deepening self-acceptance. May I see myself as you see me. And also there's a bit of advice here to make sure that you are nurturing yourself. When we have this space where we really, really take care of our hearts, we take care of our spirit, and we nurture our emotions, which means listening to them and really getting into how that feels for you. That's how we develop compassion. And by nurturing it, this is giving that space inside of ourselves a room to grow. So imagine that our emotions are like a little child, our inner child, right? When we take the time to nurture this inner child, it allows our emotions to mature. And it gives it the love and the nourishment that it needs in order to function as a nourished child. So let's not starve our inner children of this nurturing that we can give ourselves. And the card here, again, nurture, also Archangel Gabriel for those who follow archangels. It says, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. So we've got compassion, nurturing, and these 2 things are the key to unlock all of that potential that you've been storing away. Maybe you don't realize it, but there is so much more that could become available to you. And you may be like, well, when is that going to happen? When is it going to come forward? When am I going to be this highest potential of myself that I've just been waiting for? There are things that I want to manifest. There are things that I want to do in this world. And there's something that needs to be unlocked. Well, this is it. As simple and as complex as it sounds, compassion and nurturing can get you there. Awesome. Thank you. So, pile number 2, which has the clear quartz on top. This is suggesting that maybe there was and maybe you've been in an argument. Maybe you've been at just having a tense period of time with yourself. This is talking about the dynamic of really unveiling the truth about a situation, right? So what can unveil this truth for you is getting into the idea of doing things as an offering, that it's not actually yours. This also helps you release any viewpoints that you are holding on to so tightly. This means that by offering what it is that you do and what it is that you say, you are giving it up to be of service to the divine, not holding on to something so that you can be right or so that the situation can go a certain way. This is literally letting go of that expectation and offering the situation to the divine so that it can be handled divinely. I'll read you what the card says here. It says, let me show you first. No, I've got a lighting situation going on here. But it says, make it God's or the universe's, whatever word works for you. Release the idea of my. As soon as you start to say the money, the relationship, the job, freedom arrives. When there is no grasping, no my, the right actions get shown. Free me from the prison of my. So if we can just separate ourselves a bit from the tense connection that we've created to some things and let it go to the universe, that's when the real freedom starts to come up for you. That's when the real freedom arrives to the situation, because it's no longer you dealing with the situation. It's that the situation can get dealt with. Thank you for listening. For those of you who have chosen pile number 3, here we go. And this is the one that had the tiger's eye on top of it. Excellent. Okay. So for this particular card pile, which is number 3, again, this is an opportunity for you to really embrace gratitude and leadership. So what these cards are suggesting is that, perhaps we were waiting for something, waiting for a sign to really start being grateful. Like, oh, I'll be grateful when. Oh, I'll be happy if. And these are all conditions. This is really an opportunity for you to be the leader in your life, leading the way with the feeling that you want to feel. Now, what happens when we feel gratitude is that the universe fills in the reason. So if we can just go ahead and feel that way, either focusing on things that have happened that you can feel grateful for to help you generate that emotion, or literally being grateful for things that have not even happened yet. Or just the simplest things like being grateful that it's a bright sunny day. As you can see, the sun is in my face. But these are ways that we can really lead the way and create our future instead of waiting for something to be grateful for. So this is coming up for you, Archangel Gabriel again. Says it's time for you to assume your leadership, power, and position and lovingly guide others. Be an example of that radiant gratitude that you are. Be an example for others to see how wonderful life can be. So that is our message for you, pile number 3. Don't wait for it. Be it now. Feel it now. Excellent. Pile number 4 that has this pinkish white stone on top. So the message here for you, wow. For those of you who chose pile number 4, I see that you are hard workers. Okay. Now what we've got here is, I'll just read this card for you. It's about work. And what's funny is that there's a tarot card that comes along with this, and it's 8 of Pentacles. They're both about really working hard. It says, I'm now available to receive all who can benefit from my work. Use me to relieve suffering on the planet. May all who need me find me. The divine is my complete source for all prosperity and will provide. So yes, we've got a component of hard work here, and what this card is bringing up is trust. Yes, we can work hard, and let's also trust that the vision that we are looking to fulfill is going to be fulfilled by our actions. Let's not work for the sake of work. Let's not be busy for the sake of being busy, but really fulfill in the promise that we've made ourselves by entering this project or venture or going to work each day. What is the reason why we're doing these things? It's a good opportunity to just think about that so that you can acknowledge it when you get there. There's another card here, and it's also Archangel Gabriel. We have a lot of that today. Thank you, Archangel. It says creative writing. It says make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or write an article or a book. So perhaps it's something that you're working on. And again, trust that the universe is here to help you fulfill on it. So that way you can work smarter as you're working towards this amazingly creative goal. And just know that the universe is there to guide you each step of the way. Excellent. And for those of you who chose card pile number 5, that was the one with our lovely blue crystal on top of it. The message here for you is this. Excellent. This is about really letting go of painful situations. It is the perfect time to start moving on and forgiving and for accepting everyone, including yourself. What this is also saying is that a way to do that, a way to bring that forgiveness and that acceptance into your physical world is to really even look at your physical space. Are there places where there's clutter? Clutter is a way of not acknowledging things. When we have clutter, there are piles of things that we don't look at. This is suggesting that maybe there's some feelings to look at. So clearing your space, really getting into those clutter piles and clearing them out, looking at the things that you didn't want to look at, which is why it's in a pile there, and clearing it out will also clear up your energy. So I urge you to have a look at those clutter piles if they exist, or even lists of things that haven't been done yet. That's clutter too. They're cluttered to-do lists, and they're getting more and more cluttered because there's things on top of things that haven't yet gotten done. If we can take a look at our promises to ourselves, and that's what task lists tend to be, promises that we're going to do something and it's there waiting to get done. So clearing up that energy can be clearing up the to-do list. Am I really going to do this, or can I stand to get rid of this, or to take this off my list? Same thing with clutter. Can I stand to keep this or get rid of it instead of just letting it sit here? So the card here is clear your space, Archangel Jophiel. Get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you. Use feng shui if you'd like. It's a great way to promote the flow of energy through your space. By holding on to these things, which again our first tarot card reveals, holding on to painful situations and not processing them is like having energetic clutter in your system. So this is one of the ways that we can show the universe that you're ready to get rid of these things. It's by clearing your space, clearing your to-do list, clearing your desktop of icons. It really works. And also, the last card here says companionship. It says when you fully bless and embrace your aloneness, you're ready for the ones who are meant to be with you. Welcome in solitude, knowing that it will open the way for all healthy relationships from here forward. So just really being okay with that and actually spending time there. Not just, yeah, I'm okay with being alone, but like really being alone and having that help. Having that be a blessed thing. Having that be the thing that helps you be with yourself. So we've got forgiving, clearing your space, and understanding that being alone can fuel your companionship in a very, very healing way. So excellent. Feel free to have to check out ourdailymagic.com, ourdailymagic.com, and again, feel free to subscribe or join our Facebook group, and I am so happy to deliver these messages for you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to being with you again soon. Take care.